question number 7 is, what is the difference between the full and lighter license? The best thing I would suggest that you do is to print off both documents, put them side by side, and cross-reference between them, because there are some differences that might be important to you. So the main ones for me that I would point out are, with the full license you get ongoing mentoring. That's probably the most valuable thing that you get with the full license, is that additional support and guidance. The way that the mentoring is structured is that in the first 12 sessions, which are normally weekly or bi-weekly, those first 12 sessions are proactive mentoring. So there are 12 things, that basically 12 subjects, topics that we want to get covered to get you up and running as a practitioner. Beyond that, it falls into monthly mentoring, and that then becomes reactive mentoring. So that's essentially when you come to me and say, here's a challenge. It may be a challenge with a particular client, it might be a marketing challenge, but we work from there. So that is not included in the lighter license. However, if you do want to access the mentoring whilst on the lighter license, you can get it on a pay-as-you-go basis. The other important differences are that on the full license, you also get some marketing support as well. At this moment in time, we run a marketing campaign out to schools to help kickstart your interaction with them, which typically starts out as a freebie introductory session. It might be different by the time you come on board with NLP for Kids, so it might be a slightly different incentive that we have in place there. And I only say that because I've got some other things in mind that I think might be quite exciting to include for those people that are on the full license. With the lighter license, you do get access to any of those strategies that we use, so you can run those campaigns for yourself, so you're not completely excluded there. What else? With the full license, we very much work with you and help you to set up your website. With the lighter license, you get video support on how to do that. Oh, the other thing I should mention is, you remember I said with the full license, you get the initial 12 weeks of proactive mentoring. Those 12 sessions are also recorded in a video format. So if you're on the lighter license, you can take yourself through those initial 12 weeks by following the videos that are in the forum. So basically anything that isn't in the lighter license, you can get, and you can either get it on a pay-as-you-go basis if you want the sort of, live individualized interaction, or there'll be some form of video copy of it so that you can basically still take yourself through that process. There is a difference in the referral fees that you pay as well. I think that's maybe a useful thing to mention. So if you're on the lighter license and we refer a client to you, and when I say refer a client to you, if the client comes to you directly, or they come to you via your NLP for Kids website, so your own individual one that we've set up for you, we have nothing to do with it. We don't take any fees for that. The only time that we would charge you a referral fee is if we've essentially given you the lead. So perhaps a school or a parent has contacted the NLP for Kids office directly, or it might be through the main NLP for Kids website that they've found us, and we realise that you're the best practitioner to work with them, either because of location or because of your skills and expertise, or just how your personality would fit with that particular parent or school. So if we refer that person on to you, then we charge you a referral fee for the very first session that you do, if it's a one-to-one session, or your first contract if it's a school. So let's say the school booked you for a term. For that very first term, we would charge you the referral fee. If you get 6 more terms work with them after that, it's all yours. With the parent-child scenario, if we refer you onto, or refer them onto you, then for session number 1, so your first chargeable session, we will charge you a fee. After that, it's completely yours. So if they come back for 2, 3, 10 more sessions, we have nothing to do with it. Likewise, if they then refer someone else onto you, it's all yours, we don't touch it. So it's literally just the very first session or the very first contract that we help you to get started within a school. So on the lighter license, we charge a 30% referral fee. So if you're seeing clients, for example, and charging £100, we would charge you £30, and that's it. If you are on the full license, it's a 10% referral fee. So if you were charging £100, we're going to charge you £10. After that, it's all yours. So there's a few differences between the two licenses. There is obviously a lot more that you get included with the full license. So we pay your insurance for you, and a few other perks and bits and pieces like that. So it's worth looking at the two documents, compare them, do what we would call an NLP contrastive analysis. So you compare the two sets of data, figure out what the differences are, and then make a decision about which one works best for you. The other good news is that if you're on the lighter license, you can upgrade completely to the full license at any point in time. If you're on the full license and you would like to downgrade to the lighter one, then we do ask that you give us the initial 6 months. So you have to stay on the full license for at least 6 months before you can downgrade to the lighter one. The reason why is because in those first 6 months we invest quite a lot into you financially, so we just want to make sure that all of our costs are covered, and it takes about 6 months of your license fee for us to be able to do that. So after your first 6 months, if you find that actually you can cope on your own and you don't need perhaps quite so much of that mentoring anymore, or it would just serve you better from a financial perspective to be on the lighter license instead, then you can let us know.